Welcome to another episode of Zellow, Fiction Done Fast, a show where I take a bunch of prompts from my friends and turn them into one-page short stories for your entertainment. Sorry. I was not given a new prompt. I was given a quest to go get a new prompt from Scarlet Fury, telling me to talk to or ask Dune Harper about the memory Fae. I guess I'll do that. So screenshot this. Send that to Dune Harper. Make fun of his hair. Did I get a giggle for that? I was like, gotta give him shit for something. Gotta pick something that either A, he takes seriously, or B, we both know is just categorically not true. The kid has good hair. It's not fair. I am asking about the memory Fae. Okay. Well. So, how's everyone doing? How is the post-Christmas kind of let down, treating everybody? See, for me, for us, it's not much because our anniversary, a mouse searches for crumbs on Christmas night. Hey, Atanchi. I was gonna say my fiance and I. So there's Christmas, New Year's, our anniversary, my birthday in January. Or our anniversary and my birthday are in January. February's got Valentine's Day. It's got that thing, the one with the hearts. And then her birthday in March. So, like, the holidays just continue. Doing great. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So... well, let's just jump into it. I think it's been... sure, that's enough time. So... we still mostly have prompts from Viramat. Cowboy at the end of his day searching for a glimmer of hope in the night sky. This sounds inherently sad, to be completely honest, friend. Oh no. Scarlet Fury just messaged, damn, I have bad service here. It's frozen.
I know.
Oh no. Well, your prompts are still coming through. I don't know if you can hear that. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. But yeah, no, Viramat dropped off like 9 prompts and said Merry Christmas. So, although when I typed these up, I got the username wrong, and even though it doesn't actually matter. Ooh. It matters enough to me. I'm neurotic enough that matters to me. Not gonna lie, just taking the one day off for Christmas Day kind of threw me off my rhythm. Yesterday I was like, oh, I have a Twitch stream. I said I'd be back by then. And then even today I'm like, oh. All I want to do is play video games. Or specifically right now, watch her play video games. That said, you never play video games the way I want you to.
Yep. And neither of us are happy about it.
It's fine.
Night in the Woods is $12 on Steam.
Yellow abducts a person wanting to eat an alien. Gross. Did you read Axiom's End by Lindsay Ellis, released a couple of months ago? Because that's kind of what that reminds me of. It's not an alien abduction in the most traditional sense, but the alien is very concerned about our human protagonist wanting to eat him because humans are... he's horrified to learn that humans eat flesh. Because in his culture, they don't do that. So he's absolutely terrified of people because he thinks they're going to eat him. Like, I thought about it, I was like, you know, that's fair. So, let's jump in and read through the prompts we got. We got all the ones from Veramat. We got two from Scarlet Fury and one from Atanshi. So, let's go. So we've got the most traumatizing bedtime story ever told. What's the connection between a Mossad agent who's seen it all, two surfer dudes who think they invented the Ponzi scheme, a leprechaun in a 12-step program, and the world's largest hairball? I feel like this prompt is specifically to fuck with me. That's just one of those spin the wheel, see how we can screw with Shane. Okay. Do you know why I pulled you over, sir? You were doing 40 in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. What's that? You really have to take a shit? Well, then it would be cruel of me to detain you any longer. Pulls out a bag of potato chips and begins slowly munching. License and registration, please. Scientists examine a zoological oddity, a reindeer with a bioluminescent nose. The cast and crew of a cheap 70s grindhouse exploitation film about biker chicks and rapey rubber aliens have to contend with a director who is convinced he's creating high art. New Year's morning. At first, you think there must be some kind of mistake, but as the day progresses you realize the awful truth. 2020 has begun again. The Earth has stopped spinning. The apocalyptic wasteland that ensued... The Earth has stopped spinning. In the apocalyptic wasteland that ensued, only one man can make a difference. His name is... Quokka Johnson. Blood Rain? That was a movie. It wasn't just a movie. It was a video game, right. What about Blood Rain? Gotcha. I forgot Meatloaf was in that movie. I think I saw part of the movie with my brother. I think he had it. But I don't think I ever sat through the whole thing. No Yui Bowl. His name is Quokka Johnson, right. Okay, and then Scarlet Fury gave us a mouse searching for crumbs on Christmas night, and a cowboy at the end of his days searching for a glimmer of hope in the night sky. And then Natanchi said, here's a prompt. An alien abducts a person wanting to eat an alien. Oh no. Oh dear. I can see so many ways that can go wrong. Okay. So the first one that did jump out at me is actually the grindhouse one with the rapey aliens, so... So, trying to kind of plot out what this little story is going to look like. So we've got, the original prompt. So that kind of takes care of, gets us through the first two steps. The cast and crew of a cheap 70s grindhouse exploitation film about biker chicks and rapey rubber aliens complain while on set. But the director is convinced he's creating high art. Therefore, Let's see. Okay, I think I have an idea of just a general direction this can go. Oh no. This is going to be one of those things that makes me sad. So I try to follow the prompt kind of to the letter of the law, but what I really wanted to start with was a reference to Odorous Urungus from Gwar. Something about, rapey rubber aliens. I was just like, I have to make a Gwar reference, but Gwar didn't start until, what was it, 1984? So it's a 70s grindhouse exploitation film. Can't reference Gwar. This is the dumbest thing to get hung up on. It's fine. Just would have been a fun reference. Okay, what about Elvira? Damn it! Apparently Elvira started in 1981. Damn it. Why do you have to pick the 70s? It predates the references I know. Okay, I got one more I can think of that might be time period accurate. Okay, I think I found a suitable reference. I can think of another one, but I can't remember the name. I think this will work. So, I don't know if Scarlet Fury is still floating in the chat. I know she was having connection issues, but she had said, message Dune Harper about the memory fade, and he just got back to me and said, I don't remember what this is. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Oh well. Waiting on a review of my nap. Nap sounds nice. I don't know why I decided when I was starting out the Twitch channel to be like, I'm going to stream at the exact time of day that I want to eat lunch and then take a nap. But, that's where we are. think that car was honking at the cats.
No one across the street, or?
No, someone driving down the road.
Gotcha.
I was wondering why they were honking, and then I saw 2 cats. I saw Chunky Boy and Bug kind of dart off to the side, and then the car drove by real slow. Kind of like looking to make sure they didn't actually hit anyone.
I'll go check on them.
What was unpleasant?
Well, I picked up Bug and put him on my lap. And then maybe Black decided he wanted to be on my lap.
Oh no.
So I had 2 very unhappy cats on my lap. Suddenly hissing and trying to fight on my lap.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and there's Chunky Boy. Alright, I am back. Cats aside. Well, we went from having 5 viewers down to 2. Oh no. That's alright. So, for anyone who's still hanging out, appreciate you sticking it out. Now you get to hear. Now you get to hear. So the prompt was the cast and crew of a cheap 70s grindhouse exploitation film about biker chicks and rapey rubber aliens have to contend with a director who's convinced he's creating high art. So here's what we got. This outfit would make Diana Riggs look as conservative as Queen Elizabeth II, Mary said, stomping her foot. Fortunately for Bobby, he was very distinctly uninterested in the swaths of bearskin her biker chick costume left on display. Not his type. Women, that is. Still, he took pity and slipped off his denim jacket and handed it over to her, allowing her to cover at least her top half. I know, darling, but, well, truth be told, I think we're all hoping that aliens on Route 66 is just a blip on the radar, time not wasted, you know, worth it in the end. Tell that to him, she said, glaring across the way at the director, Herbert von Hildebrand, a small man with a thin mustache. He was busy speaking with a man in an absurd alien costume with a half-foot dangling member between his legs. When Bobby had asked about it, the small man had rambled on at some length, using words such as symbolizes and neoconservative imperialism. Whatever that meant. Working on this flick might have been less miserable if von Hildebrand wasn't convinced he was next in line behind Hitchcock. Mary bit her lip. I'm just terrified that this will be the end of my career. Don't you worry, Bobby said, pulling her into a hug. You're talented, and you've got a good head on your shoulders. You'll collect this paycheck and be off to bigger and better things. Von Hildebrand trotted over to them. That's all he ever did. Everywhere he went, trotted. I have a brilliant idea! This, right here! The movie needs this, their director said, gesturing at their embrace. A love scene full of passion and longing. A love scene? Mary asked, pulling Bobby's jacket even tighter. I don't know. Yes, a love scene. Raw. We shoot it for real. No artifice. Just you, your bodies, and the camera. Bobby tilted his head to the side. You want us to actually have sex? Yes, von Hildebrand cried out to his two leads. They looked at each other, nodded at one another, and made for the exit. Where are you going? He followed. This is art! Pure art! And made for the exit. Yep. I mean, my knowledge of 70s exploitation films is fairly limited. What's worse than an awkward sex scene having it cut out completely afterward? I don't know. Watching The Room. Ooh. Oh God, I feel embarrassed for him. That scared me.
Sorry. My phone decided to start playing music.
Was it anything good?
No.
Oh. Is anything this... Is that 0.5 seconds of music going to get me copyright struck?
Probably not.
Probably not? That's fair. Let's see. Oh, and then I did get a response. Let's see. Okay. So I think I want to try this. A cowboy at the end of his days searching for a glimmer of hope in the night sky. I don't really have any idea for it, but that called to me. Honey.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. Look at your car hood.
Oh, there's a boy.
Can you pull up the blinds? Boy, what are you doing? For anyone vaguely curious, you can just barely see cat hanging out on the roof of, or the hood of the car. Him perch
Him perch
on your car.
on my car.
This is a flash fiction writing channel where we also, but it's also Cat Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep an eye on the the local family of strays. Anyways. What are you doing, silly boy?
Silly, silly boy. I love that cat.
I do too. Fuzz. It's the friendliest stray I've ever seen. Whew. All right. So this was Scarlet Fury's prompt. We had a cowboy at the end of his days searching for a glimmer of hope in the night sky. And here's how that shook out. I hope Scarlet Fury has got connection right now, because I hope she gets to hear hers, but I can always send it to her if not. The sun sank low on the horizon, bathing Calvin Reed in splashes of red and gold. He slowed his horse to a stop and set to work on his camp for the night. Fortunate for him, the weather was favorable. His aged hands leaden with experience struggled to light a fire, but he got there nonetheless, just in time for the sun to set. Darkness stretched in all directions except for up toward the stars above. He heaved back and stared at those glittering diamonds, one hand on his chest, the other propping up his head. Not much more after this, he figured. He was sore. He was tired. Tired in a way that a good night's rest did nothing to resolve. There was a deep ache in his bones, in his joints. Age had caught up to Calvin Reed, a final cruel joke played on a man who had survived so much. The war had not been able to stop him. Losing his wife in childbirth had not stopped him. Losing his son to smallpox had not stopped him. And yet he would be stopped all the same. A quick tongue and a quick mind and a quick trigger finger meant nothing in the face of time. The stars that twinkled down on, well, they'd been there as long as he could remember. Same ones his pa had stared at and his pa before him. Every father and mother in his line all the way back to Adam and Eve had stared at these stars. And yet, to his reckoning, they never did dispense any wisdom on those down below, even those who dared to look up and ask. Calvin didn't blame him, though. From way up there, he must look so small. One singular candle almost burned out. Then again, they stuck around, the stars, and he figured that had to count for something. Same stars he was born under all those years ago. Same stars he'd expire under. Constant companions, he thought with a smile, before breathing his last breath. So what'd you think? Aw. So I'll take that as a good thing. Awe is not a bad reaction. Wow. I'm pretty happy with how that one turned out. I think, it's one of those stories that, like, it would be real easy to sit with this character. Oh, thank you. I tried to lean into that. I feel like I could have written a much longer piece with this character and just kind of sat and lived with him for a while. I really, really enjoyed that. So thank you for that prompt. Whew. Well, on that chipper and upbeat note, I think I'm going to call it. Again, another day where the stream took a bit longer than in the past. I don't know, just had to kind of struggle to get moving, get my juices flowing. But yeah, so I'll wrap things up there, and I will be back tomorrow on Monday. I'll probably be grumbling about it still, but I'll be back. Barring, a catastrophe or something. You never know. Hell, my anxiety's gonna have a field day with that thought. What did you mean by catastrophe? I didn't mean anything, I was making a joke. but it could be real. No, what? I don't control the fates, the threads of the universe that way. But what if you do? I don't. Anyways. Alright. I'm going to wrap this up. I will be back tomorrow. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to write. No heroes in 2020 or leading into 2021. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.